Greetings Marines, FiOth here, and today we will be taking a look at the details surrounding the content dropping in Season 2. I got a link from a friend of the channel. Thank you very much, my dude. You know who you are. Come by the stream next time and say I was the hero and I'll give you a thumbs up. So this dude sent me a link that leads to the files, the archive of the files that the devs use to present the content. It's not coding or anything like that, it's just a bunch of text files and photos that show some of the assets and explain how some things work. And in those files are detailed officially at last all the aspects of the new content that we will be getting, explaining how its mod works, how the mode works, and so on and so forth. So I'm sitting here with my cup of coffee and we will be watching this nice gameplay here. It's Insertion 3-1 Extreme with the bigger they are, and I will be reading these thingies to you so we can hopefully have a productive discussion on the next stream or in the comment section below. Let's get to it. The first thing I'm gonna relay to you is the new point defense game mode. We've read this before, but just for completion's sake, we will read it as well. Challenge your fire team with a new survival-based defensive game mode where you must protect, repair, and hold 3 different strategic points through multiple attack waves from the xenomorph threat. Use fabrication points earned during each wave to buy temporary consumables and help your team survive the next attack. Unlock up to 20 new rewards by succeeding at various difficulty levels. So by playing and completing specific amounts of waves, as in Horde, we will be able to unlock the new stuff. New stuff is mostly cosmetics and the attachments from what I gather. So let's keep reading. New lifetime stat feature. Take pride in your Colonial Marine service record and keep track of your performance with the new Lifetime Stats feature. Review your general career stats, your performance with each class kit and each weapon. You can review each mission to see which class kits and difficulties you've completed it with, and even check your best completion time. Track your progress as you work towards desired rewards and achievements. So this pretty much will detail everything that we have done, every class used in every mission, to what setting, and so on and so forth. Very useful for people who are missing one mission to get maybe their extreme or insane and they don't know which one it is. This will help tremendously. It will also allow you to know what you've done. I hope it is retroactive because I've killed millions of the critters and have done pretty much everything on this game, so having some way to verify that would be very nice. It supposedly will detail kit specific progress, so you will probably know how much you've healed as the dog or how much turret damage you've done as the tech. The turret damage of the tech has been bugged since day one, so I don't know if they actually retain the stats, but with the way data is gathered in this day and age, I suppose they have everything on everyone, so that shouldn't be an issue. Now, new weapons, cosmetics and rewards. Play to unlock over 30 new items added with Season 2, including new weapons, new weapon attachments, new weapon colorway skins, new weapon decals, new head accessories, new emblems, and even new challenge cards. Now here is where it gets a bit juicier. By completing a point defense mission in insane difficulty, you can unlock the exoskeletal laminate colorway. So this only will be unlockable after you complete point defense on insane. Extreme difficulty or above can grant the vermilion dragon decal, then doing so again can grant the azure dragon decal, and doing so again will grant the white dragon decal. There are 3 dragon decals. For 3 completions you get each one after you succeed. Now this can be interesting because you can use 3 specific classes or Sherpa 3 groups. It's something to work towards. Good stuff. Intense difficulty or above can grant the Come To Me emote, then doing so again can grant the Noodle Arms emote, and doing so again will grant the Cower emote. I don't know why they didn't more evenly distribute them to maybe get double rewards, 1 emote, 1 decal when completing specific difficulty settings, and you have to do it again and again, but it is stuff to work towards. I suppose they try to pump out the player participation hours numbers with this, which is understandable because they want to keep people playing, but the way they structured this whole thing, if you don't want to play it, you really won't have any reason to come back after a week. Okay, so for us, the dedicated fan base, it's all about wanting to play, not being forced to play. All new weapon attachments can be unlocked from point defense as well, detailed further below in this document. We will be getting to that in a bit. All other cosmetics can be purchased for a rep script from Sergeant Park at the Armory. So, lots of the cosmetic stuff will be purchasable from Park. Get those creds to 50,000 and the script to 10,000, because come the 14th we will be doing some shopping. When Season 2 will be introduced, 4 new weapons, one for each weapon type. All 4 of these new weapons will be available for purchase from Sergeant Park Armory for requisition credits. So there are 4 weapons. It is the rifle EVI 87 Zvezda plasma rifle, the heavy, the microburst, CQW PPZ 49 Vol, and handgun Frontier revolver. We've known about these guns, we've read the description about these guns. I will read them again for completion's sake as stated before, so bear with me. In the document provided there is also a graph of what the stats look like. It's a screenshot, and of course I will be sharing this specific link with you in the description below. I forgot to mention that. Keep watching, and I will relay all the information if you're bored of reading, so don't worry about it. While still considered experimental outside the UPP, Hyperdyne has eagerly pushed export sales to corner a new market early. The fastest firing automatic rifle on the market currently, the plasma rounds provide great accuracy and minimal recoil, albeit with low stopping power, especially at range. This is the Zvezda plasma rifle. For the microburst, while small area RPGs and grenades have become common in modern weaponry, Hyperdyne has pushed further into a rapid fire, very condensed explosive, allowing user to blanket an area with powerful anti-personnel explosions with minimal collateral damage. It's a fast-firing mini rocket launcher, as I understand it. The Vol. The Vol features a closed bolt and uses a gasless system, providing more accurate grouping in sustained fire. Coupled with a large magazine, the PPZ-49 edges close to automatic rifle territory while still being compact. So this is an SMG for CQW. It's called the Vol as well. I remember the Volt from Titanfall. But yeah, I'm an old geezer. Handgun, the Frontier revolver. When Hyperdyne decided to make a gun designed for explorers and miners, they went with a more traditional revolver format that was easier to maintain. The massive punch more than made up for the kick, and single chamber reload makes this very common in the outer rim. Now, I love revolvers, I love single cartridge fed hand cannons and handguns in general. I hope it has the damage to be useful even on higher settings, because I love the rapid responder, but I will need a refresher at some point, and this might just be it. All 13 of the new weapon attachments, yeah, the guy commenting on my stream that they were 13 and not 12 was absolutely correct. Kudos to you, my man. Added with Season 2 can be unlocked as random rewards from the new point defense game mode, depending on the difficulty level you complete a mission at. Rewards are randomly selected from the available pool of rewards. Now, what's really juicy is that a full explanation of all these things follows here in the document. I will read every single one of them. They explain what each one does. Anti-material brake, large muzzle, gives you 20 CR. Well, all of these give 20 CR, so we'll skip that part. Unlocked by completing a point defense mission in intense difficulty or higher. Stability plus 20%, handling plus 20%, 25% chance to knock down target on hit. The effect will only occur once every 10 seconds. Very, very powerful stuff. Augmented Sight. It's unlocked by completing pointed defense in any difficulty. Effective range plus 15%, handling plus 20%, plus 4% stumble chance on hit for 5 seconds. The effect stacks 5 times. Nice, nice, nice. Auxiliary accelerator. Point defense intense. Effective range 20%, handling 20%, 10% stumble chance on hit for 3 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Combat actuator. It's unlocked on intense or higher, fire rate 25%, 3% handling and 3% stability on hit for 5 seconds, stacks 5 times, counterbalanced magazine, point defense, intense, 20% max ammo, 20% handling, 5% stability on hit for 3 seconds, stacks up to 5 times, dual optics, point defense on any difficulty, 30% handling, replaces aim down sights for a basic full scope view, 5% accuracy on hit for 3 seconds, stacks up to 5 times. Well, I've never been a big fan of scopes in this game. High impact rounds, intense, reload speed 20, max ammo 20, 5 stumble chance for 5 seconds with the effect stacking up to 5 times. Inhibitor rounds, point defense on intense, stability 20, max ammo 20, 20 chance to hit to slow enemies for 25% for 6 seconds. This effect can occur only every 15 seconds. I'm just gonna give you numbers, not the percent every time, because I'm gonna grow an aneurysm doing that. Forward mount laser, completing 40 defense on intense, handling 36 on range. With every hit, this effect stacks 5 times. Destabilizing magazine, point defense on intense or above, reload speed 20, max ammo 20. Enemies deal 2% less damage on hit for 3 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. So with 5 hits you have a 10% damage reduction from enemies. I never understood those damage reducing numbers, because if you are taking damage in this game on higher settings, even a runner can shred you. Reducing the oh my lord shredding potential to oh my lord minus 10% shredding potential really doesn't make any fucking sense, but it is what it is. Bracing armature, point defense on any difficulty setting, stability 15, max ammo 30, 5% damage resistance and 15 stability while standing still. So the bracing armature helps you if you are standing still. Also a very peculiar set of mods. Smoothbore, intense, handling 25, deals 10% more damage to enemies that are at or below 15% health. So smoothbore is an executioner mode. When some critter is low on health, you can pretty much dish out the remaining damage very quickly. Very good for killing ultras, especially crushers that tend to have a huge health pool. Smart assist sight, point defense in any difficulty, zoom magnification 10, 25 aim assist, 7 range on hit, the effect stacks 5 times and resets on reload. Well, up to 35% more range, resetting on reload. And now we have the challenge cards. That will be very interesting, so you guys can create new challenges for us, so we can run them and you can have a good time whilst we are suffering. All new challenge cards can be unlocked in the same way as any other challenge card. This can be randomized mystery rewards, tactical opportunity rewards, or purchased with requisition credits from Park's Armory using the challenge packs. That's actually not requisition credits, it's credit script, but anyway, everyone's allowed to make a mistake every now and then. Keep it tight, people, is one. Goddamn, the pants. It's exotics, gives you 1.75 times the experience, 1.75 times the credits. When no allies are within 10 meters, you lose 20 health per second. Down allies do count, but dead ones do not. So you cannot stand still on the corpse of your allies and get the stabilization. But that's good. It will promote some tight quarters gameplay, including the risk of friendly fire. God damn it, Booker. But yeah, that'll be interesting to utilize. Retrocam, 1.5 times the experience and the credits. View the world through the lens of a low-resolution camera. Experience pixelated screen effects with a dim backlight. So you'll probably be able to see zip shit. Like, you remember the retro stuff, guys. Those of you who are above 25 to 30 years old, you remember CRT. You remember how bad it was. Robot Carnival. It's a rare one. 2.5 times the credits. Random Wayland Utility Synthetic Patrol spawned throughout the mission. This is awesome, guys. It's not just you will be able to fight synths in scenarios where there would probably be none, but there are 3 factions in the game. Is the Xenos, in the synths, and the pathogens, and they all fight each other. So you will be able to experience some pretty neat scenarios where the synths will attack the Xenos or attack the pathogens, and they will slaughter each other, and you can just pick off the stragglers. Pretty awesome stuff. I end praying as by the hour. Rare, 1.5 times experience and credits. Experience and credits received are increased by 1.5 times upon mission reward. So this is just a buff for your payout. Speak loud, carry a small stick. No bonus reward. Sidearm damage increased by 200%. God damn it. The water gun will be awesome now. Lightning rounds, uncommon, 1.75 credits. Enemies move 33% faster. I read lightning rounds and I thought that we'll get some sort of electric damage output for the damned trophy, but no, enemies are faster because it's called lightning around. Screw that. Quit screwing around, uncommon, 1.25% credits and experience. Walking into allies has a chance to knock them over, so you're moving like the drone. If you pass by your ally, you might knock them down. Interesting one. Probably won't need that. Uncommon, 1.5% the credits. One of your kit abilities is disabled at random. So, that's pretty much it. To tell you the truth, guys, I'm gonna be totally honest here. All these additions are freaking awesome. The cards are very, very imaginative and will be very interesting to do specific runs with. The guns seem interesting. The mods are great. They're stronger ones, weaker ones, more niche ones. But that's why we're here, to make builds with these things and enjoy the game in various ways and keep it fresh. If it wasn't for all these builds and all these things, oh, here comes a Praetorian. Here's the card in action. Instead of getting a warrior, here we get a Praetorian. It will go down like a sack of potatoes. Sorry about the parentheses. So yeah, all the new stuff is good. I like what they did here, and I hope that point defense will prove to be a challenge. So we will be trying new strats for weeks to come, trying to conquer Insane, unless we're on PC where we'll just use mods. But yeah, I hope it will can provide a healthy challenge. I really hope that with this update comes a much needed patch for our friends on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One era who still have trouble with specific trophies and achievements. Optimization of the engine so we won't get any frame drops here and there, because the game, let's face it, is not as demanding. The problem is optimization because it came out as multi-platform, and well, you know how these things work, especially with small studios, or if you're CD Projekt Red, that is. And I'm very eager to use the new stuff to optimize and reconfigure the older stuff. That's what I enjoy about this game. It's very open-ended. You can make your classes work differently. You can make your guns work differently. As for the lack of campaign content, I said it before, I said it 1,000 times on stream as well, and I'm gonna say it again. It's something that cannot be overlooked forever if they want to have even a trickle of people playing this game. And since they're a new studio and they're building their reputation with this game, it's not like they will come out and say, oh, after a while we didn't have any people playing, so screw the season pass, screw the roadmap, we're not making any new stuff. If they do that, they're gonna lose the goodwill, and I'm no apologist for any corporation, no matter how small. You have to deliver what you promised. People are working awful jobs more often than not to earn their keep, and then they spend that hard-earned money on your product, and your product must be up to snuff. If not, go and do something else with your life. Don't be a game developer. Okay, I understand the limitations. I always cut slack to the people working in smaller studios, but you have to be honest. Do not bullshit your audience. All that said, we'll have to first play the thingy and then discuss the thingy in detail. We cannot just take a sheet and read through it and have a verdict, you know? Some stuff might read interesting and be absolutely mind-numbing, and some stuff can read rather mundane, but in practice can be very, very interesting. I was never an advocate for the whole, oh, it should be a 4-player game or it should be a 5-player game. It's a game as intended by the developers. That's what we got, that's why they envisioned to make. I can tell you, because I played throughout the golden days of the 5-man glitch, that having even one more person makes everything in this game trivial when it comes to difficulty. It makes it very, very easy, even if the people playing are weak players. So I never advocated for that shit, but if they could bring another kind of activity like a raid or a large-scale incursion where one people would breach point A and another people would breach point B and have different objectives whilst they'll be able to keep open comms, discuss strategies and so on and so forth, it will bring a new role-playing tactical depth to the game that's otherwise very tactical by nature and would make it very, very interesting. So there are things that can be done with this game. I can imagine the guys who made their first game as good as they did will get a bigger budget for a sequel, and I hope it's a sequel to this one so they can establish a franchise. They can establish the Fireteam Elite franchise, and they will be able to work on it for years to come and maybe make it something else in the future. They can make it a live service, they can make an RPG, they could make a strategy, they could make whatever they want. The Aliens IP is huge, and there have been very few studios that really did it justice throughout the years. When I wrote my review on a local website that I work for here in Greece, I gave it an 8 out of 10, and I said that the basis, like the core, is very, very solid. They can build from here, and that we had to wait almost 30 years to get a really good Alien Squad-based game in the Aliens universe, which was a pretty self-explanatory premise, to be honest. Like, there's nothing that fits the bill more than a squad-based shooter in the Alien or Aliens universe. So, this is all the info we have, and I don't think we need any more info, we just need some patience. The thing you will be here in about 10 days. I have to give some credit to you guys now, because even though content has been dry for the past few weeks, even when it comes to patches, you've been coming by the stream, stopping by the stream, you've been using the supers there to help me out. I'm getting new memberships, not as often as I hoped, but you're still registering and helping out. There's also Patreon. Patreon seen some action in recent weeks. I don't wanna be nagging anyone about this whole thing, but if you enjoy the content, if you like this thing and you want me to keep doing it, I'll have to be able to keep doing it. So consider all those venues like Super Chat and memberships on the channel and Patreon. They really help a lot. Like your very let's say small contribution, the price of one cup of coffee, let's say, when amassed by the community, makes this whole endeavor viable. So if you enjoy all that stuff that I'm putting out, consider it. I'm not gonna pressure anyone. Love you all. Thank you all for the support. You're fucking awesome. It would be impossible without you coming and encouraging me. The streams have been amazing nonetheless. We're having a ton of fun there. It's become a small community of very tight-knit people who like to discuss anything in there, from movies to politics or whatever, and it's pretty great to see that you got to know each other, and we've created like a little gang, the last marine standing in the Aliens universe, because we're the only ones playing apparently. Sub, like, and share for more content like this. Come the 14th, I will be covering every single pixelated thing in this game again. So until next time, be well, stay frosty, and always strive for perfection. Cheers!
Rendezvous at the spooky door. Huddle up, Fireteam. Rodriguez is ahead. Let's figure out what we're getting into.